because it's such a human experience and it's such a labor of love, it makes every number that much more special. And I'm so excited for anyone to see it, not just kids, but whether you're 6 or whether you're 90. I think you're going to have a great time.
Such a big thing in this movie is that it has, and something that's been through Blue's Clues and You as well, is that it represents, every generation that's grown up with this show. And these characters. So Donovan, my question for you is returning to the show, either on camera or behind the scenes, or doing something like this movie, is it like coming home, or is the production totally different than back in your day, as they would say?
This one is totally different because we got to make this movie in New York City. Normally, everything else that happens in the Blue's Clues house is in a blue screen or a green screen environment. So we got to be in the real world doing that type of stuff. So that was totally new and totally cool. And we had a great crew. And then I got to watch Josh do some stuff that I could never, ever, ever do in my whole life. So that was really, really fun. So for me, it's like the three of us together. It is like a family. It's like when we're together, it's just a good kind of family reunion. And so that part is very familiar, but it was just a whole bunch of really cool new stuff that you think about. Maybe I'll get to do someday when we actually got to do it.
What do you think is the secret to the longevity of Blue's Clues? Other than having really cool hosts.
Aside from having just like devastatingly handsome hosts, it's so distracting. But aside from us bringing our own personalities and our own silliness to the role, a lot of really incredible, intelligent people work on this show. Everybody from animators to voice actors to voice directors, to ADs, everyone. We have an entire research division that makes sure that at every stage that the script is being written and revised, and after every edit, that the information is being presented to kids who is their they show it to kids, and they take notes, and then they give us those notes. That is what sets us apart. That and the fact that Mr. Rogers set the precedence of talking directly to the kid at home. And then we set the precedence of Angela Santamero and Tracy Page Johnson, the creators of the show, set the precedence of waiting for the answer. And I think that is one of the core reason why our show has influenced so many shows like Elmo's World and everything that followed after, Dora the Explorer. Was because we endeavored not just to ask the question, but to wait for the answer, and making kids feel important and making them feel heard, I think, is why we're still here 26 years later.
Exceptionally well said. Last question, can you both, I suppose, Donovan, since you've been, post Joe for longer, can you talk a little bit about the responsibility of being a role model to what's grown to be multiple generations of children?
I think they've already chosen I don't know if I could talk about myself this way, but in Steve and in Josh, I'm not worried about that necessarily because they chose great people. I love being able to work with these guys. And for this movie in particular, it's so impressive to see what Josh is capable of as a performer. And I think our own specific personalities really come through in how we do, being Blue's friend and asking our friends at home essentially what they need or how to help us with whatever we've got going on. That it's I don't know if it feels so much like a responsibility. It's just it's been really enjoyable to be able to work with the people that I've been able to. It was really fun being able to do this movie with Josh. And watch him shine. He does some incredible stuff in here. It's really fun to see.
Your song and dance is incredible. Right? I have friends who are not. One of my best friends is a 90-year-old woman who I sit with her every day, and I want to show her this movie because I know she's going to love your song. She's a Broadway savant.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I think that's something that's special about the movie. We have these incredible musical numbers. The music is amazing. The composers, and I can't name them all because there's so many people that worked on it. Steph Fink, Sammy Posner, Alex Gringas, Peter Zizzo, who did the original, who did the theme song for my version of Blues Clues and You. They wrote some amazing music, and then they went out on a limb. Steph, our executive music producer, I know that she fought very hard to make sure that we had live instruments for the movie, and it makes such a difference because there's a humanness to it that canned music can never imitate. And I think because it's such a human experience and it's such a labor of love, it makes every number that much more special. And I'm so excited for anyone to see it, not just kids, but whether you're 6 or whether you're 90. I think you're going to have a great time.
Thank you so much. The movie is fantastic, and I hope to catch you on the next one.